Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of the adventures of Elfsborg in the Italian game world. This will be a bit of a quick episode now because we're now going through the ticks and what's happening with the club, and hopefully soon we'll have the first league club. One thing I need to also point out in the game is if you type F11 you go full screen like it is now, so hopefully you'll see things a little bit better. So let's go and see what Elfsborg are doing right now. There they are. Again, the money hasn't changed. This screen hasn't changed because we're still in the mid-season. Oh, happy Christmas, by the way, 25th December. I think we've got a game coming up very soon, actually, a friendly. No, next tick. So, how did my contracts and my players get on? So let's see what the mailbox says. Free transfer cancelled, so I could not, basically because I think the wage bill was too high. Hold on, I'll just go back. Yeah, 2,400, £24,000. Okay, so let's make that a bit less. Let's make that £18,000 and see if he accepts that. Again, if to get out of full screen, by the way, just click on the little X that appeared there, and then I'm going to increase the screen again and then go back to full screen again. Hopefully you can see it better now. So my opinion, that's a coach opinion. I normally ignore these. I don't really pay much attention to them. I've seen that one already. Grant has accepted the contract of just £600 more. That's good. And so is our striker, he's only re-signed his contract because I'm losing my top striker. And now the first bit that the board are unhappy about, I bet it's the transfer list. No, too few attackers. Well, it's not my fault when my attackers wants to leave. Is it below? Yeah, it's 3. I've only got 3 attackers because it includes that the transfer list player is not included into the 411. So to get that board warning rescinded, I need to untransfer list Weinbroom, but no, I want to sell him. So I have to part with that board warning for a bit longer. Back to the mail. Injury, one of the guys, Olsen's been recovered for another couple of days, that's good. Youth player, new youth player. No, he might be alright. He's 16, 54, that could develop. Not very good stats. Secondary stats. And oh, he's a 9.2 prospect though, which means I really need to start playing him in games, maybe as a super sub. So that's what I'm going to do now. He's a defender, so he'll have position number 13. In your tactics screen also, if you hover over the name, you'll get the little quick screen of their skills, or you could even click on the player to get this screen, which gives you some values also. Oops. You can actually move a little box around. There you go. So yeah, so this, my youth, I'll put him as a number 13. He might get some league games as a substitute, and then that means his stats will continue to rise and he will eventually be a very good defender, but it will take time. Dave sent me a YouTube message. Thank you very much, Dave. I'm glad you enjoyed the first video, and you'll be mentioned in this one. So you're mentioned in this video as well, and you're a fellow Swedish manager in this game, so you're at Malmo, so we're gonna have some rivalry there. So, but thank you for the congratulations message. Okay, I've seen all this mail now, so I'm going to just keep those 2 manager messages and then delete it. So how's my contract negotiations going? Aha, the first contract proposal. So this guy Runnenberg, I bet, oh okay, but this is an AI site, so it wouldn't matter how much I bidded. But he wants to talk to us. That's good. So I'll go back and See how much you need. 16,000. Yeah, I'll accept that. I click OK. Now, if Ronenberg joins us, I won't get the attacking warning anymore, because then it will go over 3 to 4 players. So that's good. But my rivals are Lyon, who seem to be buying a lot of players at the moment. How good's their team? Yeah, they're a good team. Look at that. Very, very good striker. Jeez. 100 shot, 100 speed, scored 35 league goals. Yeah, he's a class act, that player. Back to non-contracts. This player I've bidded a bit more. Remember last time I bid in the last tick? I've actually invoked the big club clause, so my club's actually bigger than this club. So even though they're level 1, you can have bigger level 1 clubs than other level 1 clubs. And nothing really other than that has changed. I'm not bidding for any players in this tick because I'm still going through all this. So in fact, this recording is going to be actually very short, because there's not much more I can do. Oh yes, of course I can free another player, can't I? So it's another tick, another free player. Go on. There you go. That's another player I don't want anymore. I've gone down to 25. When I go down to 23, then I can't free any more players, because that's the minimum squad strength. So, but hopefully by then I'll be building up with more new players coming in, and maybe some loan signings. But as we saw in the last episode, there isn't that much talent around in the transfer markets. But there's a lot of other countries I still haven't tried yet, and we might do that one day soon. Like, let's try Ukraine, just for instance. No one there that stands out, and no one there stands out. So this is what I'm going to expect from these countries. There is a good 16-year-old here. Not bad secondary starts, actually. Let's see what the assistant said about him. An 8.5. Yeah, okay, but again, between 8.5 and 8.9 is up to you if you want to take him or not. Anything below 8.5, I recommend don't take him. As my squad is very low on depth, I would consider taking him, but I'm not going to in the end. But yeah, it's a very short recording, so I'll do another one tomorrow morning. Hopefully by then 2 more ticks have happened, and hopefully it gets a bit more exciting, and then by then also we'll have played our first real game, which is a friendly against them. I can't pronounce them. And my main 11 are going to be playing them. There they are. And that's who the 11 are. So you can see there the shirts that are being allocated. I'm glad that Karlstrom accepted his contract. If I lost him as well, I would have lost my star defender, star striker, midfielder and goalie all in one tick, which would have been heartbreaking. But luckily he's staying with us. So I'm going to get out of the full screen, and that's about it. It's a very short recording because not much is going on, but I'm sure in the next episode there'll be a lot more going on, and I'll tell you if I'm hopefully getting some of those players. Hopefully by then some new blood has joined our team. In the meantime, thank you for watching. If you like this channel, please send me a comment. If you're new, please subscribe, and I'll come back later. Goodbye.